James, give some flowers to her and her. This is Me Against the Music. So I go through radio logs. So many of you message me saying, James, on Wikipedia it says that this single was released this day, but I think I heard it before. Well, chances are you are correct. Because as we know, Wikipedia, anyone can update that with whatever sources they want. So I actually go to Radio Play. I go to the radio logs and see. Well, here's what's amazing. Even though Wikipedia says the release date for Me Against the Music was October 14th, in the United States, Me Against the Music had its debut October 2nd/3rd. They started playing it right before midnight in some cities and playing it the rest of the day. So much so that even before the October 14th release date that is stated on Wikipedia, the song was already being played in 120 different markets in the United States. Within the first 24 hours, the second to the third, it was played in the top 10 biggest markets on radio. So yes, you did in fact hear that song about 2 weeks before it was saying that it was released on Wikipedia. The other thing is, I look to see, okay, where does this land on their music in the past 25 years? Where does this rank on radio play? Well, for Madonna, this is her 29th most played song in the past 25 years. Britney Spears, this is her 24th most played song. We know the song went to #1 in different countries and on the dance charts, but this is something some people might not know, is that when this went to #1 on the dance club play, do you know what? It was not #1 on the dance single sales. Do you know what it was? Debuting that week? Nothing Fails and Nobody Knows Me. That's right. So Madonna had two #1 songs, two completely separate ones. One several weeks after it was out, one that debut week. That is the power of Madonna. And if you're a fan of Madonna or Britney Spears, I actually interviewed Britney Spears songwriters, producers. I interviewed Steve Lunt about the making of Me Against the Music and how Madonna got involved and how he was there for the rehearsal for the MTV VMAs. I want to ask you this. The first time you ever heard that song was Me Against Music. Was it on radio? Was it the music video? Let me know. And what song should I do next? And one more bonus fact for Me Against the Music, Madonna, that December 2003 timeframe, this is what's awesome. We know that Me Against the Music was #1 of the dance club play songs. We know Nobody Knows Me, Nothing Fails was #1 in the dance single sales. But that same week, they announced on Billboard the top songs, the top dance singles for 2003. Madonna was #1 with Die Another Day.